Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. And in this lesson we will be creating KMS keys that we can manage ourselves. So the command that I will use to create a key will be AWS KMS create key. I'm going to put a description. I'm going to say my description my key, right? Let's try this. There we go. So that's my key. Now I get a whole bunch of stuff that I can see here. Origin, key ID, if it's enabled or not, creation date, the ARN of the key, which might be helpful when we when we try to use this key, and also the key ID, which will be helpful. Now at this point I have the key created. I can actually start using this key, and but before we use this key I want to do something, because when I say stuff like AWS KMS list keys, right? If I say something like this, if I want to find my keys, then I can see that I can see a couple of keys, right? I can see a couple of keys, but I don't know which one is which, right? I really don't know which one is which. So for that reason, what I want to do is, for the key that I just created, that I know the key ID ends with 6F, I'm going to create an alias, right? I'm going to create an alias, and so once again, alias will give my key an easy name. So for example, I can call my key, and I'll just know which one, which of my key is my key. So to understand a little bit better, let me show. So the command that I will use to create an alias is something like this: AWS KMS create alias -- alias name, and this is the format that you have to follow. You have to say alias name, say alias / I'm going to say my CLI key, something like this, right? It doesn't have to be my CLI key, but I'm going to call it this. And the target key ID now here is where I'll put my key ID that I just generated, right here, right? So I just did that, enter. All right. So at this point, what I can do is I can list my keys one more time with AWS KMS list keys. But once more, I don't see my alias. I still can't recognize my keys, right? So the thing that we can do to make our life easier is say AWS KMS list aliases. Now at this point, right? At this point, I see a whole bunch of keys on my account, on my region actually, US East 1 that I'm currently in, and I can immediately find that the key I want, which is my CLI key, has an ID of this, so that whenever I want to find my key ID, which obviously I can't remember, it's a long character. It's like 20 character long, maybe more. Anyways, I can remember the alias. So in this case, my alias is my CLI key, and I can find the key ID easily. So what we did was create a key that we can use and create an alias for that key. so that that key has a alias name which we can remember, so that we don't have to remember the target key ID or the alias ARN, or the key ARN. So I hope you understood the reason we did this. Basically, just to make our life easier. So if you want to follow and create a key, you can go ahead and create a key. But before you create a key, I want to give you a warning. Each key will cost you $1 on creation basis. So it's not prorated, right? Immediately after you create a key, you will be charged $1 per month. So I would encourage you to create a key just so that you can have a key and you can use a key. But if you don't use it, then I would say delete it in a month or so that you don't get charged $12 when you come back in a year. So that's it for this lesson. Just to review one more time, we created a KMS key. We created alias for that key so that we can find that key easily. And the command that we used was AWS KMS list aliases to get list of all our aliases. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.